Going live. Here it goes.
There we go. We are
Remember,
live.
cool, perfect. So anyhow, we're live. We're good. All right. So Juan, you were in the house during Jimmy's epic Matt Gentry matchup. Give me a recap real quick. Was it a snooze fest? Was it was it home cooking? Was it like what was it?
Well, the thing is that they call it the Matt Gentry match or whatever. I would really, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not because he's on, but I would say it was more the Jimmy match, because the way I saw the match was, hey, Matt Gentry was built like a Greek goddess, and he was getting pushed around the mat, and he didn't look that offensive. And I remember him just being on his heels so much, and Jimmy kept on attacking, really controlling the match. The whole entire thing. I think at times you could have called Gentry for stalling, and I think that Gentry wrestling in Stanford had more of the home cooking, and Jimmy still won. And I just remember Jimmy just firing off shots, duck unders, go behind, riding him well. Like, just if you ask me, it was a close match, but it was more of a kind of a dominating match by Jimmy. It was almost shocking. Like, you're like, okay, Gentry's is he gonna lose? But he didn't have anything going for him. He wasn't shooting, he wasn't scoring, he wasn't riding. For the whole entire. He looked like he was the lesser wrestler at that day by far.
Jimmy,
Yeah,
did
I mean,
you
that-
face him before? Have you ever wrestled him before?
Yeah, that was our 10th match.
So he was
Really?
familiar with you.
Yeah, he's like my ultimate competitor. Like, if I had like a nemesis, it'd be him. We literally split those matches, and like every match was like overtime, double overtime, close. Earlier that year, we wrestled at the Fullerton Open, and we went overtime. Like where they switched the rules, and there was like multiple overtimes. So we were in the second overtime in neutral, and I got a takedown right at the buzzer. They gave me 2. My coach is going crazy. Everybody's going nuts. I just broke his win streak, and then they came and waved it off, and then we kept wrestling. And then, but I think that time, if you went through all the overtimes, they counted the riding time at the end, like who had the most riding time in the double overtimes, and they won. So he ended up winning on like the double, the ride out time, and so he beat me at Fullerton, and then I came back in the duel and then beat him.
I see.
But yeah, we wrestled at the U.S. Open one year. We wrestled Vegas twice, I think, in the duel every year. So we wrestled a lot.
Good.
And every match was like within 2 points, except for once. One match I won like 13 to like 4. It was
like what did you do that game? Somebody just gave such problems. It's just your pace or your tank or your offense. Like, was it just a matchup that stylistically you thought it was pretty equal?
I think it's hard to say. You would probably have to ask him that, or what gave him trouble. But
I will.
but I would say that one of the things that I did really well that most people didn't against him is I got out of bottom like every time.
Oh, I see.
And he on one time he rode me when I was a freshman. No, when I was like a sophomore, he was a freshman. He rode me, and he beat me on riding time. But that was like the only time. After that, I got away. And at the very end, actually, I was hoping I'd wrestle him at the NCAAs because I had a good feeling about like that I could get away and I could ride him. Because in the Stanford match, I almost rode him for the whole 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But I got to a point where I could really ride just about everybody, and so I felt good about that. In that match, I actually beat him in double overtime. I got away and then rode him out. But yeah, I think that maybe for me, I think that would be one of the things is he was really good on top, and he couldn't ride me, and that was like a definite like taking away a lot of his strengths. But I think the thing that gave me the most trouble with him was that he never stopped evolving in our matchups. I hit him on a move, I never get that move again.
Wow.
And I hit him on one fireman's, and that was the one where I won by a big margin. But that was the only time in all the matches I ever hit him on one. I hit him on one clean duck, and then after a while, it was like we couldn't hit our moves that we got on each other anymore, and so there was no more takedowns. Like the takedowns just ended. I mean, I remember one of my favorite memories is Vegas one year. I think we go to overtime, and I reached to tie up, and he hit me on a pop pie crotch, and just timed my reach perfect and took me down. And I was so mad. To this day, I still never reach with just a straight reach. I like fake my reach and then reach because I never want anybody to time my reach anymore. And like it made me so mad that he beat me on my reach that I stopped doing that forever.
Upset him.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jimmy. So good job. Juan said it was like easy, like a 15-1 shot ratio. Like you just didn't stop coming. Like you brought it to him.
I remember him. Gentry. I don't remember him really shooting, like taking really like. He was so much longer and bigger. If he would have shot, I think he would have like probably penetrated pretty well, right? But just never really got anything going.
Yeah, I don't know. We wrestled a lot. It's like one of those things where I've seen all of his shots, and he's seen all mine. But I think I was just trying to. I had nothing to really lose in the sense of like it was more of a pride match for me, but it was like the guy that like I always want to beat more than anybody, and not like returning NCAA champ. Like for me, I wasn't thinking like returning NCAA champ. I'm thinking like the guy that I always go back and forth with,
Yeah, especially when you're on that lip several times, you're like right there, right there. That just burns your ass even more, like, God, get this, but it's not going your way. And then that's good though. My mom was telling me that, and I was like, all right, I'll have him say it on camera so Jimmy will know like we're trying to put the best face to Jimmy out there. We'll overlook the fact that Juan said, Gentry was, chiseled and ripped up, and a doughy Fresno State kid is like, just pushing face on him, and couldn't ride him with a tight waist, just couldn't do any of that stuff.
They could never get their hand in there.
Yeah, just that thigh, that crevice, that thigh pie right there. You ride from there. Gentry after, just like, oh. So, all righty. Should we get this going, guys? We got 120 and 195, and I know Josh has about a gallon of lemon-scented baby oil because we were talking about the number one seed at 195. We want to go ahead and give it to us, Anthony?
Yeah, so one, we got Morgan McIntosh.
Douche. There goes Josh.
Calvary.
Two, AJ Neville.
Arguably one of the best wrestlers ever in California, but okay, let's go.
Ever?
Oh,
Two,
ever.
AJ Neville's. Three, Jason Blair. 4, Tony Andrade. 5, Ryan Reyes. 6, Guillermo Escobedo. 7, Robert Marchese. 8, Ian Baker. 9, Austin Flores. 10, Jeremy Sweeney.
You gotta, Anthony, when you read them off, you gotta give like their stats as well, like I did. You gotta go like, oh, McIntosh 3-time state champ, and so on and so on.
AJ Neville is a 1-time state champ. Jason Blair is a 1-time state champ. Tony
But he's
Andrade.
also a 3-time state placer.
Fair? Yeah. We're going. How deep do you want me to go, Jimmy?
I want you to go as deep.
Oh, he
as
likes
you
it
can.
deep. He likes it deep.
We want to know who his
Cody.
junior high coach was too.
Okay.
Did he
Ryan
place
Reyes
at
actually
TOC junior high?
transferred to Gilroy senior year, was a 1-time state champion. Guillermo Escobedo went from Bosco to Bishop Mott to Los Altos and won state his senior year. I think he lost in semis his junior year to Mike Ruiz. You might be able to correct me there, but I don't know.
He placed as a sophomore too.
He plays as a junior as well.
Yeah, sophomore 82s.
3-time.
Yeah,
When he
sophomore
was a
82.
freshman, was he a 70 or an 82 pounder at Bosco?
82. Or
Was he?
maybe he was 70. He might have been 70.
I thought Haas might have been 70s.
Yeah, he was like a junior at 220.
Yeah. Robert Marchese from Oak Hills, state champ. Ian Baker, I know, was a 1-time state champ. Austin Flores, pretty sure 1-time state champ, but Jeremy Sweeney is a 2-timer. He wanted at 220s.
Okay. So, what are we going? 8-9? Is that what we're doing first?
Sherman was the 70-pounder his freshman year.
He's probably going to be like an 84 in college. Where did he commit to go to school again?
Let's see here.
Look at that.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, he committed somewhere and then he committed somewhere else, but it's somewhere good,
In
like
true fashion.
North Carolina, NC State.
I thought it was like Michigan State, but I'm probably wrong.
He probably went to Campbell and then transferred to Old Dominion. Now he's like, oh shit.
This is UW commit, Wyoming, right?
Wyoming?
This is UW. Where else? Where else?
A
Is,
branch, huh?
Wisconsin.
No,
Not
like,
Wisconsin.
it has a cowboy hat on. I don't think it's Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's Wyoming.
Yeah. Branch.
Even before that announcement came out, Seth Gross was like, "I'm out. No more.
yeah.
Take the sponsorship."
He didn't
Use that
want to
money.
do a 10th year in college or what?
Yeah, he didn't want to be like Kassar, Van Wild, or AKA Van Wilder.
Yeah. Van Wilder probably still has eligibility.
Yeah, didn't start his clock.
His clock started. He just never wrestled.
Yeah. All right. Who's the first matchup?
We got Ian Baker versus Austin Flores.
Ooh, that's a tough. That's a two really good 1 year state champs. Like both those guys dominated
Yeah, Ian Baker was a tank on top.
on top, and Austin Flores was really like fast on his feet. Just
All right. Who do you got, Jimmy?
I'm gonna go with Baker, saying he's gonna get on top and turn him.
Yeah,
I think he would have got
Baker,
taken
too.
down on his feet though.
Sure. Josh?
Yeah, I think Baker too. I think Austin wasn't as good as his brother Ryan on his feet, but Baker's just tough on top, turning everybody.
Juan, who do you got? You cut out. I'm gonna say Baker with a W. And Cho always sticks to his seeds unless otherwise
Convinced?
convinced.
Yeah, with Flores, he had the guy he beat, Adam Prentice. He still probably has nightmares because Flores beat him at track duels, Yosemite Valley, Central Masters, and State 5 consecutive weeks,
Damn.
losing to the eventual state champion. And you're the number 2 guy. You can never get over that hill. That's track and Yosemite Valley, back in the day.
Yeah.
That's a really tough last month and a
Yeah.
month and
Probably he lost
and a half
him in
for
the
him.
duel too. I'm sure.
Yeah, he did.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to when Cronin kept losing to Kate Olivas.
Yeah.
It's like league duel. Well, it's like 5 counties, league duel, league finals, CIF duels. It was like, and then like it was CIF.
Yeah.
Did it get closer or did it get
Masters.
further apart? Did it get closer in score or
Yeah.
did it just get further apart?
No, it got closer.
It got closer. Yeah.
I think it started off
It went from like
in text.
15-0,
Yeah.
14-0, 13-0.
They're like tough techs.
Tough
It went
text.
to like 19
When
to 4,
he said it got closer, he just meant closer to the end of regulation. He's like, just extended
22
the
to
tech.
7.
The last time they wrestled, it went to the end of regulation, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, there we go. Save the best for last. That's the way to do it.
He hit it. He
All
tried
right.
to hit the flying squirrel at the end, but I mean, a little too late.
All right, next matchup.
Okay,
Sweeney.
we got Marchese and Sweeney, and I'm gonna say Sweeney.
Sweeney.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy.
You guys sure about that? Sweeney senior year, he was a monster. Marchese, I don't think he lost his senior year. I think he was undefeated. He was a 3-time state placer. He finished second at the the junior nationals the year before.
What year
Um,
was that?
This is 2012. In the draw, he had 3 other guys that only had 1 loss, including Dan Chade. That was a pretty good draw. And yeah, I'm not familiar with Marchese. I don't know if any of you guys are too. I'm more familiar with
Not
Sweeney.
really.
I've seen a couple of his matches.
No,
but
I'm not. Yeah.
I think that would have been a pretty good matchup. But I don't know who would come on top. I was kind of deferring to you guys on that one.
I don't know. Sweeney
seem
made
pretty
the
confident
Fargo
about Sweeney.
finals.
Was
Made the
that
Fargo finals
Sweeney? Yeah,
that year.
under your mentorship.
Yeah,
There you go.
when he wanted to fight me, but
All right, here we go now.
It is.
Here it is.
Okay, Morgan McIntosh versus Ian Baker. So do we just like next match?
Ian Baker.
Yeah.
Probably text him on top is what I'm thinking.
Where's
You
his
think he can
dad?
wrap his legs around those thighs?
Those,
Oh, he's throwing that leg in from anywhere, man, from left field.
Trust me, I wrestled him before. Trust
Yeah.
me, he's throwing the leg in, bro. I don't know.
He's-
all right. So Josh, who do you got?
I got Morgan. I'm still
Sure.
watching. I'm watching Marchese's state finals match
State
over here,
finals.
just to see if we made a mistake or not.
I think Baker wasn't very good on his feet.
No, he wasn't.
He was pretty lackadaisical there. He was just really good on top. I think McIntosh would just take him down and let him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think McIntosh will be beating him pretty good, and then second period he goes like this, and then it's like,
Jeez. All right. I'd say
If you-
McIntosh.
if he went somewhere else besides, I might have been like, oh, he's gonna win, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Calvary's not
Ryan
known for getting
Reyes.
off the bottom.
Yeah.
You don't think McIntosh got the bottom?
No, it was a joke.
I think you would.
Bold statement.
No, Calvary is not known for getting off the bottom, but I think
Yeah.
Morgan was fine with getting off the bottom.
He was the exception.
Yeah.
Just put his legs together. Right. Ryan Reyes versus Tony Andrade. I'll say Andrade.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to say Reyes.
Oof.
Is Reyes a two-time finalist?
Yeah.
3-time
Nope.
placer.
Third, first, and then he took seventh as a freshman. So seventh, third, first.
4-time placer.
So a one-time finalist is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, one-time finalist.
That's what you're hearing.
Two-time finalist?
Was
and they had
Yeah.
a previous result where at 2017 state, when Andrade was a junior and Reyes was a sophomore, Andrade beat Reyes 1-0 in the semis at state.
Well, I mean, if it already
Really?
happened, you have
It
to
already
go with
happened.
it.
You're
Yeah,
right.
what
You're
else
right.
do I know?
It already happened. He transferred there after he left, right?
Yeah, he was like, I can't beat this guy. So,
Yeah,
I'll wait till he leaves.
That's why, you guys usually don't like those same team matchups, but I thought, one was at Clovis West, the other one was at Gilroy, so it wouldn't have mattered anyways. Because by the
So
time
Ryan
was
Reyes,
there,
Clovis West, Antonio Andrade, Gilroy.
No, they both say Gilroy.
yeah, but senior year.
Different years.
They both
Right.
won state at Gilroy, though.
Right.
I'll say Andrade.
If it already happened, then Andrade.
Andrade.
That's it, right? 3.
Yeah, Andrade.
Okay. Chasen Blair and Guillermo Escobedo. I think Chasen Blair is just too much of a freak.
Yeah, he's a monster.
You wrestled like
Good
a
on
lightweight.
top. Yeah. Scramble really well. Good on top. Another Lager.
You got him. Moving on.
Okay. We got Sweeney and AJ Nevels. I say it's like about hard fought fall.
I'd say Sweeney just because he had all the energy pent up from wanting to fight Jimmy, and Jimmy said no. So he took that into the match and pulls the upset.
Nah, I'd say Sweeney too.
And points to Jimmy in the corner after, like, you're next. Like
You think Sweeney beats AJ Nevels?
the Kumite. You're talking about the Mark Smith of Neville's. Come on now.
Mark Smith. I mean, he's still pretty good though.
Yeah, 3-time state placer.
Yeah,
Yeah, he lost.
I think Sweeney.
Ooh. That's Rui for Sweeney. All right, Sweeney moving on.
You just see underneath the screen, you see Joe like this.
There's like no.
No. This weight class, there should be upsets. There should be
Yeah,
upsets.
there
Like
should
there
be.
was no there's no by far the number 2 guy. It's like by far the number 1 guy. Everyone else is just a jumble. So
So Sweeney is the number 10 seed, and he's on to the same.
it happens. It happens.
Hey,
It
The
happens.
Kyle Connell. He's the Kyle Cannell of
I don't know
this
though.
bracket.
Yeah.
He's the Kyle
Junior
Cannell of the
Sweeney.
bracket.
I think he's the first 10 seed to make it in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he
he is.
finished his he took third yesterday, right?
Yeah.
I believe
The
so.
junior version is better than the
Right?
senior version. Okay. All right.
He took fourth. He took fourth. He was
Took
behind Neville.
fourth yesterday.
Fourth.
It was a different weight class though.
I know, but
Different
usually
year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that junior intensity? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm just I think I'm glad you guys are
Junior
buying into that.
intensive.
You guys are really buying
Yeah.
into that. That's good.
Yeah. You sold
Maybe
us.
maybe taking a little too far with the Sweeney.
Junior intensity.
All right. We got Ian
We
Baker.
should make that for our
and-
kids this year, Jimmy. Make that for our kids this year. Junior intensity.
Yeah. Sophomore slump, junior intensity.
We just we might actually have a bunch of juniors this coming year, but last year we didn't.
Okay, we got Chase. Oh, who do we got? We got Ian Baker and Ryan Reyes. I'm gonna go Ian Baker.
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 Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please.
Ooh, she put him in check yesterday.
I
Oh,
like how his
That
team.
was nice. I bet she's cracking that whip.
No,
Yeah,
she's
dress me
delivering. She just
appropriately.
went and picked up food from him. He's delivering it.
Yeah, she's
wow.
putting arsenic in it. Your hair's gonna start falling out.
It's not really arsenic. It's just ground up cherry pits.
Yeah. Ozarks, baby. Gosh, if you guys don't watch Ozarks, we're gonna have that discussion after this. All right, go ahead.
How great! Yeah, that's so great this year.
Escobedo and
Oh.
Neville.
Ooh.
Esposito and who?
Escobedo and Neville.
Escobedo. Neville's. I have to go
Ooh.
Neville's on that one.
Neville's.
Devils.
Although Guillermo did have a year this year, man. He looked great.
Right.
Okay, we got McIntosh and Andrade.
Ooh, Andrade looks tough in this matchup.
I'll say Andrade. What do you say, Jimmy?
Andrade was good. He was really good.
This is all it.
Jesus, Jimmy. Now I know why Gentry couldn't tight waist you.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
Did you? Okay.
Is that a hand cart she brought that in?
Did you?
That
That's
Marchese
exciting.
match is like watching a snooze fest.
Was it?
Yeah.
Eagles. Did you want
Those
this?
matches at 120s I was watching. Like,
Okay.
I thought one person was gonna win, and then the other person won. I was like,
All right.
whoa.
Thanks.
All right. Sorry.
All right, McIntosh.
Yeah. I got McIntosh, of course, but
McIntosh.
Who'd you say, Anthony?
McIntosh.
McIntosh?
Yeah. How about you, Joe?
It's tough. No, it's McIntosh. But yeah, I think it would have been. It's just too much. Too much McIntosh.
Too much.
Josh is like, no such thing. Fake news.
so Andrade beat Reyes already at mid cals. I'm just looking at. I was trying to watch a match of his because it's been a long time since I've seen his match. But yeah, it's Morgan.
Chasen Blair versus Jeremy Sweeney. I'll go Chasen Blair.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sweeney runs over already? I don't know, Jimmy. You think Sweeney runs over right now already?
You're saying Chase and Blair over who?
Sweeney.
Sweeney.
Sweet. So Blair.
Oof. Chase and Blair beat up Andrade right here in the finals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that today. It was
I'm watching the
it was
match
a
right
whooping.
now.
Yeah, that was a what 12-3 or something. It was a major.
Yeah.
So you hear the commentaries like, well, Andrade just doesn't have anything for him.
Yeah. In every position.
God, they said I'm a dick. Jesus.
Yeah, the commentary guy was like, man, Andrade's just very much outclassed.
No, but Blair had all those like little man skills. Like he had the low single and the sweep single and then the ankle picks. Like he was just
He's a freak athlete.
even. I think at the end he tried like a super duck, right? It was just.
He's not that athletic, but
Oh,
he's a
okay.
freak athlete.
Okay. Okay. And he advances, fine.
Andrade is athletic. I think you might was Andrade a two-sport athlete?
I think he played football. I know his he went to JC. He was a heavyweight NJCAA champ as a freshman. So big boy.
Okay, Blair's moving on.
Blair.
Good finals.
There.
Okay, we got Sweeney and Baker.
Mm.
Sweeney,
Yeah, Sweeney.
get it rolling.
Sweeney.
I like
Neville's
Baker, but
and Andrade.
Andrade.
Neville's. No way.
Yeah. I got Neville's.
Neville's.
Okay. 7th, 8th, we got Reyes versus Escobedo. And I'll say Escobedo.
Yeah, this year's Escobedo. I think could have done it.
Escobedo.
Escobedo.
So Nico didn't make the cut as far as the year.
yeah, I think Nico's at 82s. Or,
Oh, was he at 82?
yeah, he was at 82s,
Oh,
not
okay.
95. Yeah,
Okay. We
Because he won
got
89, right?
no, it's only 82. Nico.
It was actually
Yeah,
82, the weight classing.
Yeah. Yeah, 2012 is the first year they did the different weight classes, and he won it as a senior, 82.
Okay.
we got Baker and Andrade. And I'll go Baker.
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 Doesn't matter what I think.
Baker
Yeah.
intensity.
It's
Yeah.
already.
Sometimes when you start explaining, people start flip flopping.
I know.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Joe. Give us some insight. Come on.
I guess so, between Baker and Andrade, I think Baker had a good shot on that. I'm just still stunned about Sweeney making it all-
Upsetting.
upsetting Neville.
You said it yourself. This weight class was ripe for upsets.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was gonna be that ripe.
Dang. You know, the funny part, though, is the only two-time state champ is Sweeney. Except for, McIntosh,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah,
So technically, he's won more state titles than anybody on this list.
yeah, but at the same time, a guy like
Neville's lost to Zahid.
yeah, he lost 12 or it wasn't a major. I think it was like 11-3 or 11-4. Also Ryan Reyes, though, he the eventual 220 champ, good. So doesn't mean anything, but
Yeah.
where are we at? Are we at the finals yet?
Nope. Sweeney and Neville's.
Oh, he pulls it off again. Sweeney, just
It's already
bury it.
happened, right?
It's already happened. It's already
So
happened. You
we're-
can't go against it.
Yes. So, I mean, I don't think comparing Sweeney
You
to
know,
Kyle
wait, let me
Cannell
say this really quick about Neville's, right? He was at 220 for most of the year. He beat the eventual champ, Levantino, 8-2 that year before moving down to 195. And he was second in California the year before. He lost to Zahid 11-3, seventh as a sophomore. And that year, as a senior, he only lost to Colton Schultz at the Doc B finals. And at state, he had 3 pins, then 12-1, 6-1 in the finals. So he was very
So you're saying
dominant.
Schultz owns the Neville's
I think
family?
so. I think that's safe to
Colton
say.
Schultz made 195?
No, 220
Oh,
That was 220.
yeah.
before he
Yeah,
dropped
that-
down to 195. So Neville's
That's how
had a
bad
really
he
good
beat
year.
him. That's how bad he beat him. He's like, I'm out of here.
Yeah,
But you said a lot of people beat Levantino that year, right?
yeah.
he
But
wasn't.
it's still champ. So he beat a state
still
champ
gonna-
that year.
I'm staying with Neville's.
Thank
Sweeney.
you.
Sweeney,
It's already,
it's already happened. You can't go against that.
it's etched in stone already.
It's
What do you say, Joe?
I say Neville's.
All right, right back.
Josh.
Deciding vote.
Josh, here we go. You're muted. He said
That sounded
Sweeney.
like
Yeah.
Sweeney.
Oh, Sweeney, yeah.
Sweeney. I did say
yeah.
Look like Neville's.
Okay. McIntosh versus Blair.
Mm.
I don't think it's going to be extremely
Ooh.
close, but I think it'll be extremely exciting.
You think
Yeah, I
Blair would
think-
get a couple takedowns?
Yeah, I do.
Yep.
I think it'll be a great scramble because he's really good at scrambling. I think he might
this would be a
out-scramble
great
him
match. Like
once.
a lot of excitement.
So you think like 16-6?
I'm gonna say like 17-9.
No, I'm thinking more like 10-6.
I don't think 9-8, 9-7, something like that.
Ooh, even closer.
9-8. Wow.
Wow.
What do you think,
never-
Joe?
It would probably be like 12-5, 12-6. Yeah, I mean, it'd be one of those matches where he might get the first takedown, right? And then
Yeah, I'd say-
it just scramble. And then in the end, I guess maybe McIntosh has a little too much motor, but it'll be a lot of fun. I think it'd be a very exciting match. I mean, funner
Sure.
than McIntosh's senior year, right? I mean, did you guys see that match?
Mm-mm.
You know, Quam, Preston Quam, he gets a lot of grief for that scoreline. I think it was like 26-11, but Quam was really good. He took 5th at Ironman that year. The year
Yeah.
before he was state placer 5th. So I mean, McIntosh, I guess he owned him a little bit, but it's not really reflective of how good Quam was. But I think he had 13 takedowns, right? 13 in that finals match. I don't know anyone in state history that has 26 points in the finals. I don't know. Not even close, I think.
Mm.
I know Isaiah Martinez had 18 once, but
What about
20
before there was a check?
even that, I don't think they're 26. Is a
Sand
lot,
scrolls.
boy.
You gotta go to the sand scrolls for that.
Well, I think Jimmy, maybe you were at about the same time. Like Josh teched his guy in the state finals, right? His senior year.
No.
Yeah.
So that has to be
No,
close.
no. It was.
What's his
It
name,
was.
dude?
It was
Ryan Kane
19-9.
Yeah, 19-9.
19-9.
Yep.
So
Ryan
that's
King
Because
got
he
a
beat
point,
one of
though.
the CCS guys. Yeah.
In 99, Ryan King got a tech.
It wasn't 26 points, what Joe's saying.
Yeah.
I think it was
26 is
30 to 15.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding.
I'll take that. He just cut them. It was
No,
only,
but
Turned him.
only
but
5
19-9
points.
is 28 points.
No, I meant combined. I mean, combined is
combined,
No,
37.
you're saying McIntosh
Yeah,
got
no,
26
he's
by
saying
himself.
McIntosh by himself
Oh, yeah.
as the individual in the match scored
Yeah,
26 points.
Hey, Jimmy, we're not allowed to say Ryan Kane on this episode. He was kind of he was a younger kid and beat me up. So we can't talk
you having
about that.
He's a little sore.
Yeah, we're having flashbacks.
Yeah,
a little bit.
flashback. He's gonna jump off the Golden Gate right now.
Why are you sweating
He
so
was in
much?
8th grade.
So McIntosh finally gets his 4th state championship, huh? So McIntosh is first, Blair second, Sweeney out of nowhere taking 3rd. Joe, your seat, man.
Out of Vacaville, actually.
Yeah.
The 10th seed and taking 3rd. Blair's what, the 3 seed taking 2nd?
Was that Fargo coaching?
Yeah.
Neville's 2nd seed taking 4th. Baker, the 8th seed taking 5th. Andrade, the 4 seed taking 6th. Escobedo. Escobedo was the 6th seed taking 7th. And Reyes was the 5th seed taking 8th.
Damn.
I think Sweeney was the first 10 guy just to even make the tournament.
I think so.
They were
Yeah,
knocked out
yeah.
before.
Right.
Hey Josh, on
Yeah.
Sunday we got Monica Garcia coming on with Marina Sanchez.
Okay.
They got some stories to tell.
We're gonna
Uh-oh.
be there.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna like this one. So it's gonna be good. So. All right, where are we at?
Okay.
Can't wait. 120.
120s.
We need to read the seeds.
Jimmy, why don't you go ahead and read them seeds? Give us a little backstory on some of these bad boys.
If I know them all. Let's see.
Yeah.
All right, number 1, Nick Aguilar, 3-time Fargo champ, and state champ in 2018. Red Torria, 3-time state champ, but this is a sophomore year. A sophomore Renteria from Buchanan. Mejia, junior year Mejia, junior intensity, 2016. He won 3 state titles at that point. Payson Pengali, 4-time state placer.
4.
Yeah.
Or
And he was a junior. He won state at 120. And then let's see, Daniel Gaitan from Clovis, 2012. He was a 3-time state placer.
2-time
finalist.
state champion,
Oh,
and then he took third and fourth before, so he was a 4-time placer.
Yeah, he was tough.
He was really tough.
DJ Lauren from Buchanan, also a 4-time placer, 2015, 2-time finalist. Israel Cerveja, 2-time champ and 3rd placer, sophomore Cerveja, and 14. And Tristan Lujan, 2-time state champ, senior this last year, Lujan. And
Selma.
Cleveland Belton, who was a 2-time state champ and didn't wrestle a senior year. So he's a sophomore Belton. And then Steven Knobloch from Clovis West, who was a runner-up in 2011.
The Gaetan.
Gaetan, okay. He didn't win his senior year? I thought he did.
Michael Knobloch won his senior year, his younger brother.
Oh,
He even
okay.
lost to Daniel Gaetan in the finals, so he was a runner-up.
Right. I thought, okay, so that's his brother, all right. All right.
All right.
10 and 7. 2-time state champ, Israel Cerveja versus Knobloch, who got 2nd in 2011.
Saavedra.
Clovis West. Cerveja. Nice.
Juan,
Yes.
who you got? Saavedra or
Oh yeah, that's easy. That's the Vader all day. Yeah.
All right, and then 8 and 9 is Tristan Lujan versus Cleveland Belton.
Cleveland Belton.
Yeah, I gotta go Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland.
Cleveland?
Yeah. Same.
Sophomore
Yeah.
Cleveland.
Yeah. I think
Sophomore
he'd be
Cleveland.
Better competition. Mm-hmm.
Who did he wrestle that was better, Joe?
Which guy?
Juan, you said it's better competition?
I just think he had a little bit more competitive. I think he ended up winning the state title when there was a return to state placer at the state champion in his weight class, which was that guy Leak from
Ethan Leak.
Yeah, that guy in his weight class. He had some kid from Amont who was Bishop Amont, who was pretty tough. He's another Division I wrestler.
Sydney
Nunez.
Flores.
Yeah, he's
Flores.
another guy
Sydney.
who's another Division I wrestler at Cal State Bakersfield this year as a freshman, and he just had a lot more Division I athletes in that weight class. I think.
Chance Rich, right? Is that what you're talking about from Valencia?
There you go. Yeah.
Chance.
And then
And-
John Arroyo's in that weight class too. And he goes to Stanford.
And there you go. I mean, exactly. He just had so many Division I athletes in that weight class.
All right.
Yeah, and that year too, Belton won everything too, right? He won folk style nationals, he won flow nationals. He did a sweep of all the folk style.
So are you going to upset over Aguilar?
No, he lost to Aguilar at John Bright that year. So I like Lujan just because his weight class last year was just monster too, right? These are the guys that didn't place at 120. Negretti didn't place. Funakoshi, who had been a state medalist at 106, didn't place. He went 1 and 2. Mike Bigler, who had placed 7th at 113 the year before, went 1 and 2. Richard Castro Sandoval from Santa Ynez was 5th the year before, didn't place. So, Israel Tubera, who was 3rd in California at 113 the year before, didn't place. So, I mean, Lujan won a really, really tough weight class this year. And, Belton is great, but this is sophomore Belton. Remember, we're going by the year. So, maybe the junior version was a little better.
Maybe.
I think Lujan senior year he was pretty good.
Sophomore
And
year
he was
though,
in
he
a really
ran
tough
the
weight class.
What was that, Jimmy? Sophomore year
I
what?
said sophomore year Belton ran the table.
Where did the Belton and Aguilar wrestle at?
They wrestled at John Bright.
What year was that?
Tournament, 2017.
What year?
2017, that same year. So Belton's only loss that year was to Aguilar, and then Aguilar moved down to 113.
Okay.
All right. Next.
But it's a coin 8-9. It's a coin flip, so it doesn't really make too much of a difference.
I mean, if it happened,
No, it didn't happen. We're talking about Aguilar.
Yeah, Aguilar,
And-
not Lujan.
Cleveland
Belton,
didn't
right?
beat. Cleveland didn't beat Leak. Flores beat Leak.
Yeah.
Yeah,
an upset.
Flores
That was
had-
Sydney. That was Sydney Flores had a great tournament. He's at Air Force.
yeah.
Then Cleveland beat him pretty good.
Yeah.
I gotta go with Cleveland on this one.
Over Aguilar?
No, Lujan.
Oh,
Lujan.
Lujan. So we're still on Lujan? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Belton.
Who do you got, Anthony?
Belton.
And Josh said Belton also?
Yeah.
All right. Down to the last three.
Gets in the
Juan,
tournament.
who do you got? One,
You
Tell
already
tell me
said
the.
Belton or Lujan?
Didn't he already say?
Oh,
Here's the
no, I already said Belton. Yeah,
Belton.
Belton was too. I think was just too fast and athletic for him. I really do think that to this day. I think Belton. I saw him wrestle that year, and he looked fast, very fast compared to everybody else.
All right. Doesn't matter anyways. So
Too athletic.
Yep. Lujan. There's such thing.
So the next one is Daniel Gateson and sorry, we already did Saavedra and No Block, right?
Yeah.
We said Saavedra.
Saavedra.
Nico Aguilar versus Belton. I give it to Aguilar as the senior over Belton as a sophomore.
Hmm.
Isn't this the same Aguilar you guys were trying to convince me the other night that wasn't that? I mean, that Vasquez wasn't that good because he beat him.
Jimmy was saying that was a pin.
Yeah, he got pinned.
Well, the ref didn't call it that way, but I just.
He was on the wrong side.
Oh, okay.
Jimmy's
You
on the
think by the
wrong
time
side
he
of
got
history
there?
from the refs.
By the time he got there, he was off his back.
Not everybody can be on the Clovis payroll.
I mean, they don't really call stalling too much on Clovis wrestlers at state.
They seem to have it right there. Yeah, any Clovis person.
Okay, Aguilar, man, why is Cleveland 9 seed? That match shouldn't happen until the semis, but
Right?
I hear this like 25,000 times during the year.
This guy just ran up his back right there. I don't even think he flinched.
I think this is the Aguilar senior year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Aguilar was. I mean, phew.
And he was already a
Look,
three-time.
Aguilar as a junior beat Belton that year that we're talking about
Yeah.
Belton. So
Yeah.
Aguilar as a senior facing the
Already
same
happened,
sophomore
Josh.
Belton.
Yeah,
It already
Already happened, Josh.
But,
I
Aguilar.
got it. No, I already got Aguilar. I was just trying
Unless
to
you
watch
think
myself through
Aguilar
the process.
got worse as a senior.
Here's a hammer. All right, so we got Daniel Gaetan and then Mason Pendley. And Mason Pendley beat Aloxen, right?
Yes, in state
Yes.
as a junior.
I thought that was a tough match. He won in overtime, right?
Yep.
Kind of in a
He beat him
scramble,
5-3 in
takedown.
overtime at state as well as Doc Buchanan. So both times he beat him 5-3 overtime.
Yeah, when I watched Gaetan wrestle, did he win like a 3-2 match, something like that, or was it 2-1? Or
Yeah,
something
Gaetan he beat Escobar 3-2 in the finals. Gaetan, his background, two-time state champion, also took third and fourth the years before that. He was
But
actually number 2
kinda
going
like
in as a
Mejia.
senior. Yeah, kind of the same style, a little bit conservative. He had lost to Escobar 10-9 at Zinkin that year, but then at state he avenged that loss to take the title. But yeah, he
Okay.
wasn't one of those high-flying guys. He was more of a prototypical Clovis wrestler, right? Solid all over and just win. Don't really care about the style points.
I'll take Mason.
I'm gonna say Gaetan.
I'm gonna say Gaetan also.
I got Pengilly.
2-2. Juan, what you got?
I got Pengilly.
Jimmy, break it out.
I think he was just so tough.
No,
There
Cho.
we go. No,
Pengilly.
Cho said Peggley.
So then Peng was 4-2, right?
Peggley's 4-2. Okay. Dang.
All
I
right.
was ready to go, Jimmy.
Who did you say?
I said Peggley. I was the first to say
Yeah.
Peggley.
So I think me and Jimmy, a lot of
Okay.
people said Gaetan.
Yeah. Okay.
Pengilly. Okay. Mejia
Durbin.
and Durbin Lauren. Mejia, I was looking back at it. He pinned or teched everybody except for the kid from Selma in the semis. And I think the kid from Selma the Summers was 5'1", so it wasn't even that like super close. So it was probably
Yeah,
Mejia's best
Garcia.
year. So I'll say Mejia.
How are you gonna argue with it? He never really lost.
The
They
one
were
he did default out of Doc Buchanan that year.
He
Was he
did.
running show?
It was
he
won
hurt?
by I think a Bergen Catholic guy who beat Garcia in the finals.
Is that
But
when he hurt his neck?
I think he wrestled the first match. He then defaulted in the second round. He was gonna go against the eventual champion in the semifinals, and if he had got past him, then it would have been against Ruben Garcia in the finals. So maybe if there's any kind of blemish that year.
Wait, I
there's
think that year he got concussed, right? No, he didn't. He
That was
wrestled at
senior year.
Newberry. Was that his
That was
senior?
senior. Yeah.
He got concussed and then was
Yeah.
out the whole season
No. He was out for like a couple weeks, but he came back.
for till Doc B, I think.
Yeah. But it was like Newberry was like what, mid-December, right? Early
No,
December.
that's the
Usually
first
like
week
the
in
first
December.
weekend, like same
Oh,
as
yeah.
El Dorado.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chaminade kid threw his leg in the air and right on his head. It was bad. He went,
That's actually it's injury default. So
Ding.
yeah, that was bad.
What do you think about that, show? Should that have been an injured default? Or should that count as a loss?
no, that's what I bring up that case when people say injury default should count as a loss, and I always say it should be case by case, right? I mean that's a
Right.
clear example of like you can't really fault Mejia for getting hurt in that match, but at the same time, you don't really want to ding the guy that won, but then you kind of just let it play out. That's how it happened.
Yeah.
I think the guy
Well, the
ended up
kid,
not
the kid that-
making state.
he did. I think he didn't place, but he goes to Purdue now, so he's still wrestling. Unlike the other guy.
Oh, in that case. But also Mejia, I mean, there's a little tarnish too, because I remember at Flow Nationals that after the junior year, he lost to some Pennsylvania guy 14-6. So this was pre-DeSanto. Right? At Flow Nationals, he lost to a guy named Brian Courtney, who's at Virginia, 14-6. And that year, Mejia was like number 2 or 3 in the nation. And then he lost that match, and then people are like, oh, California
Didn't he
guys
also
maybe not as tough.
Didn't he also wrestle that Austin Gomez in freestyle in that
Mejia?
that like pro wrestling match?
Not sure.
The one that Pico
I don't know.
wrestled.
But he went from
Metcalf.
Clovis. He went to Clovis. So I doubt he wrestled freestyle. They kind of
That's a good
discouraged
point.
their guys from wrestling.
Yeah,
freestyle.
he got tech, but
That's when he also
Okay.
decommitted from Iowa as well.
Or did Iowa decommit from
I was gonna
him?
say, did he decommit or did he not get
No,
it
like
in?
I think officially it was just like a cordial breakup, right? No blame.
Or
either
that's when
way.
Spencer Lee committed.
Exactly. That's what it was.
Spencer Lee committed.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they were
he was
seeing
Like and
somebody else.
the writing was very clearly on the wall. So
They're like,
I mean,
look,
it-
we got somebody new.
Hey, remember that
Not gonna
guy?
work
Remember
out.
that guy that teched you? This
we're
guy?
Not, we're not saying we don't like you, but
Yeah.
I'm just in love with somebody else. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all. It's not you. It's me.
It's
It's
me.
not you. It's me. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, so who's this match we're talking about?
Lauren against Mejia.
Lauren Mejia.
DJ
Do it,
did
Josh.
lose a senior year too.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
But
He lost.
no,
his
I'm saying he didn't
He
lost
lost
his
to that.
junior year, did he?
no,
No, he
junior
won his
he won.
junior year.
Yeah, this is his junior year.
His senior year, he lost to the San Diego kid
Yep, Gillum.
from Helix.
Super good athlete.
Yeah, he was.
Isn't that
Um,
Trent Gillum?
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Mejia on this one.
One.
Can't
Yeah,
go against
I-
a four-timer.
You have to
Maybe
go.
we have
You
already.
gotta go. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you just say you can't go against a 4-timer? We've had like no 4-timers win it yet.
Can't do it. Just can't do it.
Yeah, did.
Seth
In
Neville
this
didn't win
situation,
heavyweight.
Can't do it.
Yeah, Seth Neville didn't win heavyweight. He didn't win 220s. I mean, he hasn't won 6s or 13s.
This might be
Oh,
a
he's
shot.
got 2 more
He
shots.
hasn't even finished in
He's
the
got
top
2 more
3
shots.
yet.
Yeah. Lucky for him, he's got 2 more shots.
Well, I personally thought he
Vasquez-
should have been the 1
And
seed.
Vasquez hasn't won either.
I thought he should have been the 1 seed. He ran through this bracket. this
Yeah,
season.
yeah. I wouldn't have been. Yeah, I could have put him at number 1 too. It could have been an easy case for him.
Yeah.
All
Aguilar
right.
had, I wouldn't say Aguilar had a bunch of close matches, but he had a bunch of decisions.
He lost. He lost 1 match this senior to a Poway kid in overtime, but he beat the Poway kid 2 other times.
Who,
But he wasn't
Miranda?
undefeated as a senior. He lost
Jacob
to
Allen, right?
Jack Caballet.
Allen.
Mhm.
Jacob Brown.
Okay.
Saavedra and Max Renteria. I love Max Renteria.
Ooh, Saavedra.
Saavedra sophomore year. Was on his way to win 4-time.
Renteria is going to be a 3-timer. He's going to be a 4-timer, right?
He's gonna be a 4-timer. He's already a 3-timer.
Yeah.
But there's already a little Twitter.
Not if he
chatter.
goes with
Did
that.
you
If he
see
goes
the-
against Richie. Not if he
Did
goes
you see
against
the Twitter
Richie.
chatter about him and Richie?
Uh,
And then he said, "Hey, let's make it happen."
That's what I figured, because didn't someone say
and then-
something about
and
Vision
then-
Quest?
Yeah, and then Renteria said, "Okay, let's go. Like, let's go." So we'll see if they, if they don't
the
like
coach
each other,
gets
it might happen.
That happened.
You know what the funny part is? It's like being a 4-timer is like the Madden curse.
Yeah.
Well,
like
for a while
Half
there,
the time. Half the time.
well, there was like eight different guys who almost were on track to win as freshmen and could have done it, and they all lost.
Mhm.
Since Cisneros kind of started the trend.
No, I mean like not doing like super well in college.
He's saying once you get the
Oh.
4-timer, the 4-time.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
it's
yeah. Well, there's only that hasn't happened until recently.
It's like you might win, but haha, jokes on you. I might do better. I might do way better at NCAA.
Yeah, 3-timers seem to do really good.
Yeah, that's far.
So we should go with 3-timers over 4-timers.
Oh yeah.
Renteria.
Oh yeah.
Who else is not voting for Renteria?
Ramos said Saavedra.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
Saavedra.
Saavedra.
What about
Saavedra.
you, Joe?
It's Renteria. He was this was like kind of the year he came out and was pretty dominant throughout. I mean, his freshman year he missed a lot of tournaments early, but this year he was 12-0 against the eventual 2nd through 7th placers at this weight class. He also beat Lujan twice, who was a 113 champ. He had one loss to Bouzakis of Lake Highland Park. That guy's number 1 in the country this year at 126, and that was a 6-5 loss. That's his only loss that year. So Renteria version 2.0 was very, 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 very good.
All right. So you guys. So he's saying Renteria. Juan, it's up to you. Before we go to the
Renteria for sure.
damn.
I think that kid is tough as nails. I'm serious. I think he's scrappy. I think he has, he has a lot more than those guys in that Fresno area that kind of tend to be a lot more tactical.
What about Saavedra though? That front headlock
Um,
can't shoot on him.
yes,
You can, just don't get caught in the front
I just,
Nobody ever shot on him in sport.
I still think that
Didn't happen.
Renteria.
Never. He only got headlock from bottom. That was it.
That was the key, right? Give up the
Wait.
takedown.
You said he
Get
came
yours.
back and took 3rd. I just looked at it. He came back and took 4th. Did he not?
No, he took 3rd.
Who?
Took 3rd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. We got Belton versus Gayton. I'm gonna say Belton.
Belton.
Felton.
Belton.
Chill.
Well, you guys love the guy, so yeah, just give the belt to him.
Well, the Gayton is like watching Gayton wrestle. I watched a couple matches. It's like watching Mejia wrestle.
I know, but it's effective, right? It's effective against the top guys. This guy never placed lower than 4th at state. 4th, 3rd, 1st.
Belton
mean-
never
Goes to
placed
show you how-
lower than first.
Yeah.
Senior year would have been tough.
He didn't wrestle.
He
but
lost
100%
to Porter at Walsh Ironman
Not at
Yeah,
state.
but his shoulder was all bummed up.
after the match. He was out.
Because he beat him with it.
He never placed lower than first at state.
There you go.
He never won Georgia either.
He didn't win Georgia?
You got 2nd or 3rd?
2nd.
Well, he
And
never
freshman
placed
year.
lower than second, ever.
All right. So we got Loren and Saavedra.
Saavedra.
I'll say Saavedra.
Oh wait! I got some facts on this one. Okay, so, they had they actually faced each other a couple times. So, in 2015, so this Lauren version as a junior actually lost to Saavedra at Doxy finals but he won everything else. But then the year before, and that's Saavedra down at 7 in 2014, Lauren had beat him at Duckby finals. So it's kind of a mess, right? So 2014, Lauren beat Saavedra, but 2015, Saavedra beat Lauren.
What year Lauren is this?
This is 2015. Lauren.
50. So we're talking
What
about
year
the,
Saavedra?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how it happens that way.
each
They
year
kinda
that we're
switch.
talking about, one
They
that
lost.
year.
They lost to the guy.
Each year
Earlier
it
in the year.
lost.
The year
So
they
the
won
year that
state,
we're talking about that they
Yeah.
won.
Lost.
they lost to
the
the
other
other guy.
So we've seen this match happen. They both lost.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
So one of,
They're both 0-1.
Well,
I'm
they're
not
both
going
1-0.
Saavedra then. Saavedra won more state titles. Placed less times in state though. One less time.
I'm gonna go Saavedra.
Saavedra.
Who won the last matchup, Mike?
Saavedra won the last matchup.
Saavedra.
Unanimous.
Oh yeah.
Okay. We got Aguilar and Pengoli.
Nick.
I'll go Aguilar.
Aguilar.
Yeah.
Is that unanimous? Yeah, I think so.
It's for me, yeah.
Okay. We got Mejia and Renteria.
Again.
Renteria.
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 How can you go against Mejia, you guys?
So look, but look
The
at
same thing
Mejia's
yesterday.
state tournament
Same
that
thing
year.
yesterday.
Every match he wrestled was a fall or a tech fall, except for his
Mejia was
semis match against a Selma kid. It was 5-1. If you look at Nico Aguilar's matches, they were pretty much all decisions.
Yeah, but we're talking about Renteria.
Oh
and
yeah, we're
Mejia.
talking about
Renteria.
Renteria.
Yeah,
That's right.
Renteria.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, don't jump ahead to your finals thing.
Yeah, what do you
already.
think? Whoa.
You
Mejia
just showed
won
your
it.
hand. We now know
You
what
give
you want.
away. You gave away your argument.
There you go. Who do you got, Anthony?
I got Mejia.
Ooh. Josh?
Renteria.
Jimmy.
He won 3-2 in the finals against Paulsen from Clovis.
Paulson was good.
So is Paulsen
He was
better than
good.
Mejia?
Yeah.
Did Paulson win this year? At
Paulsen was
7?
a senior.
Paulsen
But
was
he
a
was
senior.
runner up.
Oh no.
So is he better than Mejia?
No.
No, not Mejia.
Mejia.
Ooh. Renteria.
But like yesterday, it was sophomore Mejia not being good as freshman Renteria. But today they're all both a year older, and then you guys think that Mejia.
That was his
Junior
best
year was
year, right?
dominant.
Best-
You go through, you
I
go
thought
through-
Intensity.
sophomore year was his best year. Sophomore year was his best year.
I
You
think
think
it's
so?
3-2 right now, and we're waiting on Juan's vote. But
Renteria all day.
There you go.
Wait,
Tied it up.
Junior
Tied
is
it
the one
up.
he beat Abbas in the finals, right?
Yeah.
Or
Fresh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought the junior year tournament was the most dominant tournament.
All right, Jimmy, are we flipping?
Is it tied?
I think it's tied.
Tied.
3-3.
and
All right.
Renteria is the higher seed.
Oh shoot.
Here we go. All right, there it is. Flip it.
Mejia.
Yeah.
He finally made the finals.
Finally
up.
made the
Third
finally
trip.
made it.
His third trip on a coin flip. On a coin flip.
That's
Embarrassing.
how he wins. That's how he
Yes,
wins.
that's how he puts it. In Renteria style, or in Mejia style, went down to a coin flip overtime.
They called Renteria for fleeing.
There you go. Give it away. There you go.
Well, this kind of sucks the way the bracket kind of drew out. Because I think the third and the fourth best guy are going to wrestle right now. Renteria and Belton. I'm going to say Renteria.
Renteria.
Yeah, Renteria.
Renteria, Joe?
Yeah, Renteria.
Renteria.
Absolutely.
All right.
Okay, Saavedra and Pendley.
Saavedra.
I'm going to say
Saavedra.
Saavedra.
What do you say,
Savage-
Joe?
This match actually happened 2 years before though too. It doesn't mean anything, but when they were both freshmen, they wrestled for third place at 106, and Saavedra won 2-1.
Oh, the match already happened. Let's
It
go.
already happened.
Can't
It
go
already
against
happened.
it.
Even though it's 2 years ago, it doesn't affect my thing.
No, but I like
Hey,
Fengele in this matchup. I like Fengele. Junior
Really?
version. I like.
Well, I just figured there's a reason why one's a 4 and one's a 7.
Yeah, that's kind of
That's
the
why I was
yeah.
asking.
Like, I like the junior version better.
I mean, to be honest, when I was watching the Pengoli Loxin Great Promise match, if I didn't understand necessarily how the scoring worked in wrestling, I would think that Loxin was dominating.
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
blocks his. He's got the motor though. He's always on. He's going. So yeah.
All right, next.
Okay, so 7th, 8th, we got Gaetan versus Lauren.
I'll go DJ.
I'll go Gaetan.
Hard to argue a 2-time state champ or not, or a 1-time state champ over a 2-timer.
Yeah, but he got second. Placed 4 times. They both placed 4 times though.
Yeah.
He was a heavy favorite the year he lost too.
He was.
It was kind of a shock.
It was a shot. It was one of the biggest upsets I think
Yeah.
of the decade.
Yeah, I said
Josh?
Lauren, DJ Lauren.
Yeah, I say DJ.
The Joe?
Gaetan.
Oh, is that 3-3? That's 3-3. Get it out, Jimmy. Who's the higher
Who's
seed?
Gaetan is.
Gaetan, here we go.
No roll. No roll.
No close kid in
again.
this.
Going again.
Oh, that's 2 in a row. Jimmy has a habit of that. 2 in a row, same call, and then the third one it starts to go the other way after.
Yeah, you never know. Starts to
Yeah.
switch up.
All right,
Hey.
so Lauren as the 6th seed takes 7th, and Gaetan as the 5th seed takes 8th.
All right, here we go.
All right, we got Belton and Pengoli, or Pengoli, however you want to say it.
Belton.
I'll say Belton.
Pangley,
Bengali.
2 Pangley. Where you at?
Mason.
Belton.
Ooh, 3-2.
I got Mason
Ooh, there we go.
and Gilly.
Pengoli proved against Loxton that he could slow down a match to
So
what he
Pengoli
likes.
is the winning the match.
Belton.
Well, it's 3-3.
Yeah.
3-3 right now.
Oh,
3-3, Jimmy.
Lauren.
Here we go, Jimmy. And ever, if it goes to the third one, it's void, and we go to Jimmy's stop sign in the background. So here we go.
Pengoli is the higher seed.
We haven't done it yet. Oh,
This one.
that way. Yep, 3 in a row. Void it. Okay, go get the stop sign.
I was like, no.
Go get the stop sign. Here we go. Finally, first time in the bracket. Get that stop sign down, Jimmy. or flip Sarah. Oh, there you go. He's got an extra. He's got a
Where
world
did you
medal.
get that from?
A
Where
world
did you pull
medal.
that out from?
Dude.
Because he was wearing
It's all-
them last
I
night.
know.
Yeah, they're still here. They're still here.
He never takes them off. They're always just tucked in.
He's just like went under there. I was like, here you go.
How about this one?
He's like an Armenian jeweler. No, come on, bro.
Bro, like, guys. Okay,
Come on,
this one,
bro.
bro.
Good deal for you, bro.
Big shit, bro. Big shit. There you go.
Come on, man.
All right, Jimmy. Get it.
Oh, fuck. What are we doing?
He just goes, it's like,
Flip your world medal so you can get it. Since I don't want you to have to climb up and we see your.
I don't know
Falling
if this
down.
will flip is good because it's got a band on it. But, all right.
Ready? Flip it. Oh, there you go.
Pengoli.
Pangoli.
Pengoli as the 4 seed takes 5th. And Belton as the was Belton the 9?
Yeah, I think he's.
Yeah.
Belton as the 9 takes 6. This is the second time
They
that
challenged the flip.
Calvin flip. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Called in the lawyers.
Yeah. Protest.
Renteria versus Saavedra. I'll say
Ooh.
Renteria.
there's a match.
They already wrestled, right?
Yeah.
No, not even. too far apart.
No, No, we
No,
already
in
did
this tournament, I think they already
Yeah.
wrestled.
it. Renteria beat one. I
Yeah,
think.
They already wrestled.
the
the tournament.
2-7.
There,
So Renteria.
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 All right, Joe, give us some facts about the finals.
So Mejia against Aguilar. I'll give you some facts about Mejia before. You know, he did cruise. I mean, he pinned Abbas that year.
On a
I don't
questionable
know if it was
call
pin. Maybe was it a pin or a major? Pin?
in the
Yeah,
finals.
Pin
It
in
was
the
a pin.
finals. Yeah.
in the
And
finals.
He
the
did
second
Abbas
F-Low,
roll, and they called him
second
pin.
F-Low Nationals, pretty dominant throughout the year in terms of against California opponents, but he did miss Doc Buchanan. He defaulted out of that. Aguilar that year, a senior, number 1 going in. He lost in the Doc B finals to Robert Howard of Bergen Catholic 7-6. He also lost to Jacob Allen during the regular season, but he beat him twice. He won the senior nationals. He cruised to the title 13-0, 9-2, 8-0, 13-1, and 6-1 over Henry Porter, who had upset a couple Southern guys.
And he was a 3-time Fargo champ.
Yep, 3-time Fargo champ.
Yeah.
I mean,
Aguilar.
stylistically, I guess from the neutral standpoint, I think Renteria has a bit of an advantage, just speed and quickness. But top game, Aguilar is pretty solid. I mean, he turns everyone.
It's Mejia, right? Versus
No.
Aguilar.
Aguilar against, oh, is it? Oh, yeah, Aguilar against Mejia. So I think neutral, I think they're even, right?
I think it plays in Mejia's favor because there's gonna be a lot of action from Aguilar
Yeah.
getting to the leg.
Just to
and
try
there's
to
gonna
get.
look like a lot of action, and Mejia's just gonna be sprawling.
Yeah, I think it's hard to go against a 4-timer.
You should make
I
a
thought-
shirt that says that. Just
I thought
Can't go
Mejia
against
ran to the
4-timer.
tournament. I thought Mejia ran to the tournament a little better than Aguilar, so I'll give it to Mejia.
I'll go.
Where's
Mejia.
Aguilar at right now? Cornell?
No,
Rutgers.
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 He made the NCAA's this year as a freshman.
He placed like everybody else did.
He did lose. Yeah, he did. Placed just as high as Spencer Lee.
Yeah, did lose twice to Liam Cronin.
But I gotta go with the guy that
Spencer Lee.
I gotta go with the guy that qualified. So Aguilar.
Oh, he did lose to Liam Cronin though this year.
Yeah, he did.
Times.
Sorry, he qualified. Cronin's finally getting it together in his 7th year.
I think this was last year, was it not?
6th year? Yeah, it's his senior, right? But he redshirted. Then did he get a medical? Because that was a while ago.
He graduated in 16, so 17, 18, 19, 20. No, this
So
is
5 years.
next year will be his senior year.
All right.
So what's everyone's vote?
Mejia.
Is Mejia? Everyone's
Mejia.
Mejia but me? Okay.
Here.
Aguilar, but you guys love me here today.
Yeah, Juan, are you there? You
I like-
Mejia?
Yeah, I'm listening. Yeah, I like Aguilar.
That's 3-3.
You know, I think-
Flip a
Back
coin.
tied.
Flip
3-3.
it. All right, Jimmy.
Aguilar's the higher seed.
I think we should
Sure,
just do a
Mejia
rule
fashion,
from
huh?
now on, like the higher seed just gets the win automatically.
Nah, I think it's flip.
I'm just kidding.
No, you gotta use the other medal. You gotta use the other medal. The other
No.
medal, because that one was already rigged. It's only come up one side all day. Here we go. Okay, ready? Go.
Same thing.
Ah,
In true
Mejia.
fashion.
Mejia with his
Double
first
blind- That was
title.
a double
Well,
blind
the-
study.
Hey, he had to go to the coin flip twice in this tournament.
Twice.
Twice he had to go to this coin flip this tournament.
I just thought junior year
Yeah.
Mejia was ran to the tournament the best.
Well, evidently fate thought the same of you. So,
Anthony was right.
yep, he called it.
But he's not
Mejia-
wrestling those guys that are in this bracket. That's the thing
I
too.
know,
But you
I
got to
know.
remember, like everybody here is like a state champion that's in the
Yeah.
bracket. They're not wrestling these guys that are in the bracket.
Yeah.
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 So, all
Yeah.
right, what final standings? What are they?
Mejia is a pro at winning 1-point matches. I think he did just fine.
Made a career out of it.
Yeah. First place, Mejia as the 3rd seed. Second place, Aguilar as the 1 seed. Third place, Renteria as the 2 seed. Saavedra's in 4th as the 7. Pingley is in 5th as the 4 seed. Belton is in 6th as the 9 seed. Loren is in 7th as the 6th seed, and Gaetan is in 8th as the 5th seed.
All right. Okay. So tomorrow, what do we got?
126,
6s and 82s.
82.
26s and 82s.
I can run it down for you guys, just some of the names. 82s we got. So for 182, I skipped 2011, the old weight. So there's only 9 guys here.
Okay.
Zahid Valencia, Anthony Montalvo from Buchanan, 2018. Nico Reyes, 2012. Clovis West. Nick Fiegner, Folsom, 2014. Josh Hokett, Clovis, 2016. Adrian Salas, Clovis, 2013. Nathan Haas, Bosco, 2020. Colby Harlan, runner-up, 2017 as a junior. And Jonathan Smith, 2019, runner-up as a senior.
All right.
And then at
Is Jonathan Smith in the tournament?
120, yeah,
Is he going to get in? Because it's the 8-9, right?
yeah, 8-9.
That's the low out bracket.
126, let's see. You have big names. You have Anthony Valencia, freshman year. You have Mejia, senior year. Renteria, junior year, 2020. Alex Cisneros, junior year, 2011. Aaron Nagao, junior year, 2019. Belton, 2018, junior year. Michael Noblock, 2014, senior year. David Campbell, 2016, senior year. Johnny Parada, 2013, junior year. And then Anthony Hernandez of Vacaville, 2015, senior year.
All right. So something to think about tonight.
A potential Cisneros Mejia showdown.
Should be
One of them will
interesting.
win by one.
There was quite a
It's
good.
gonna go 20
That has to be a
20.
high. That has to be a high state finalist count or state.
Yeah, just
championship
21.
Counting in that.
21.
21 state championships in that.
With Renteria still pending potentially another one. So potentially 22 state titles at this weight.
What weight would him and Figueroa meet up at?
If they
Next
were
year?
to meet up
20,
next year,
20, 26.
26.
Renteria
guess.
went a couple matches at 20s this year.
Yeah, he dropped down. Yeah.
He did go a couple at 20s.
Well, I mean,
And they have a common opponent. They both beat Cruz. Renteria beat Cruz in a dual meet.
Man,
So
Cruz
now-
is
and that-
tough. Cruz is tough too. He's just the wrong weight
And that-
class.
I mean, he could easily be a 4-timer too, right? Just run into some of these all-timers.
if that situation happens, who are you guys gonna pick? Just at face value right now.
Renteria against Figueroa.
Pigs. Yeah.
I might have to go with the bigger guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will wait.
26.
Well, you
let's say.
say the bigger guy, but then Figueroa wrestled who's number one, like 10 pounds light or 12 pounds light, whatever, against that kid, and just still won. So
Who's number one?
yeah, that's hard to choose against Figueroa, but I think Renteria is. I mean, he was looking good this year. He's looked better every year. Figueroa has just been good since he was in like 7th, 8th grade.
Did they ever face each other as kids?
Sure, they have.
Probably.
Probably, right? They've been wrestling, 15
Yeah, I
years.
would assume every Clovis local tournament, but
Intermediates.
intermediate bantams.
Middle school.
Phantoms.
So, all right. Well, that's all I got for that. We got some good talk. Juan's gonna like after this though. So
Yeah.
in our typical off camera or off live stream personal conversations, Juan will have some input on those too. But hey, Josh, did you start the league yet?
No, I started the Bernie Madoff one last night, and I'm about 3/4 away. I was tired.
I got to tell you, last night I did start to watch The Tiger King, and I
What did you
watched
think?
five episodes of it.
It's hard to look away.
It's addicting. I'm like, oh my god,
is.
it's like a train wreck.
And just when you think it can't get any worse, you're like, oh my gosh, no way.
Definitely killed her husband. Definitely
Is
killed
that
her husband.
show ongoing or is it already
Oh,
done?
no, it's done. It's done.
Oh, it's done.
7 episodes, yeah.
It's a Netflix series that's done.
Is
But
it
I'm not
7
even
hours then?
finished.
7 hours?
yeah,
is it-
7
Yeah,
hours.
about-
45
Oh,
or
Oh,
44.
Saturday.
Oh, dude. Ah,
I'm not finished yet, but I'm on episode 5.
Especially if
6.
you've already finished Ozarks. I mean, you got to finish Ozark before you start.
Jesus, Ozark.
I did.
Oh my
I haven't
God.
finished it yet. Don't spoil it.
Did you see
Oh.
my post, Jimmy? Did you see my post?
No.
I
didn't
like
see
to
it.
go back 2 days ago. It's just a quote. Oh,
it's okay.
gosh.
The
so
best
good.
ending of the season
Yeah.
so far.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm only thinking
That and Breaking Bad, like season 4, where he blows his face off.
yeah.
But
yeah.
besides that, I was like, that Ozark was right up there.
Yeah. That's so good. All right. So, all right, everybody. We will talk to you later. We are just gonna sit around and chat. So later.